Welcome everybody to Ark Survival Evolved. So it's been about another 2 months since the last episode, so basically we might get hide armor by the time I'm 80. But in today's episode, I want to tame an Argentavis, because we got a comment. Time Tech wants to be named after an Argy. Now, I don't feel fully prepared for Argy taming at the moment, so for right now we're just going to name this Pteranodon Patimed Patek. Day 6 on the Ark. I take a ride out with my Sarco to level him up. First we take on some sharks, lose nearly half our health, and decide to skedaddle. Maybe we'll get this dodo. We killed a dodo. We're so powerful. I try to kill a Dilophosaur with Time Tech, but she doesn't like getting her feet wet, apparently, and yeets me off to defend for myself. Oh my goodness. But fortunately we managed to dispatch it. I kill a few more aquatic critters and suddenly my Sarco decides to stop moving. I start gurgling ocean water and begin drowning. I swim to the surface as fast as my little sea legs could paddle me, and I dive back for my Sarco, but there's still another Megalodon waiting to chew me up. My Sarco springs into action to defend me, but then I start drowning again. Oh. I try to mount my Sarco, but he still won't budge, and eventually the ocean takes me down, and I die. So I whistled him to follow me back to shore, but he still won't follow me even on the land, and then Mossy was slain by a Dilophosaur. Everything's going wrong, who then started attacking Time Tech, and long story short, it took me way longer than I would like to admit before I looked into his inventory and realized he was too heavy. Let's increase your weight, buddy. Oh my goodness. No wonder I couldn't move. I thought I was like glitching out or something, but... Fortunately, Mossy Jr. survived the attack. Day 7, I want to harvest some crystal so I can craft a spyglass. That's the redwood forest. I think the crystal is in the mountains. Where are the mountains? We haven't explored very far. We're still like at the south end of the island. And so I sojourned to the east and docked upon Herbivore Island. We don't stay for very long, but it's good to know it's here in case we want to set up another base. I remember taming an Ankylosaurus here before, which was much safer than doing so in the mountains, so I definitely need to remember this place. We continue along the eastern perimeter of the island to fill out more of the map, and then we get ambushed by a fellow Sarco, and a Baryonyx, and then a Caprasuchus. Yeah, this place is dangerous. And then a Titanoboa, and we continue swimming along the coastline, and then we spot Carnivore Island. So naturally, my first instinct is to make a beeline straight for it to take a peek. I spot some Argies, but don't really feel that this is a good place to tame one. Instead, I choose life and hightail it out of there. Eventually, we reach the icy mountain, and I don't have fur armor yet, so that would shiver me timbers going off there, so we turn around and make haste for base camp. On the way back, we encounter a Tyrannosaurus Rex, but it was a fairly low level. And by the time we make it back home, it was day 8. We take flight with Time Tech in search of crystal, but find an explorer's note instead, which gave a nice XP boost. If you want me to include the notes in the video, you can let me know in the comments, but I think for now, I think I'll cut them out, but I still will read them all. This one was about a Rockwell fellow offering another tribe reliable counsel, whatever that means, in exchange for test subjects, whatever that means, which sounds like a balanced trade if you ask me. We pick up a supply drop with wooden materials, but Time Tech is having a tech of a time trying to carry it, and I accidentally hit E to open my inventory, but that dismounts me instead. I try to whistle her down, but can't seem to jump back on. I manage to clamber on for a second before dismounting again and sliding further down the cliff. She gets herself stuck in a tree, which fortunately allows me enough time to hop back on before something unseemly comes out of the brush to nibble on my fleshy bits. We fly up on a hill and find that long sought after crystal. We harvest some up and jump pockets loaded back on our poor Pteranodon's back, who physically cannot carry it. I dump some rocks, which barely helps, so we dump about half the crystal we just got so we can take flight again. We make it back home and craft up a spyglass. I use some of the organic polymer I got from slaying some birds to craft ghillie armor, but just put it in my chest for when I actually need it. And I make a preserving bin to store my perishables. I can't craft any fur armor right now because I don't have any fur or wool yet, but I have a big brain idea to make some scissors to cut my luscious locks, but I don't have enough obsidian. And I don't understand why I need obsidian to just craft a pair of skizzers, but okay. Day 9, I take my Pteranodon out in search of some obsidian. We find a supply drop with ramshackle ghillie armor, which was nice. We find some more explorer's notes, and hopefully I'm not wasting my XP boost by finding these, but oh well. We spot some Argies around the northwestern corner of the map near the snowy biome, and we unlock the cryopod recipe, which opens up a lot of possibilities. But if I want cryopods, I'm going to need oil. And to get oil, I believe you can find some in the ocean, so I take my Sarco out for a dip, and I find an oil deposit, but there are some sharks guarding it, and I also have hypothermia, so I take care of the sharks, hop off real quick to snag a few samples, and return with my spoils. Day 10, I make an extension to the base to make room for a fabricator. I put hide and oil in the forge to whip up some gasoline that I repeatedly waste because I keep pressing to open the fabricator, but that turns it off and on again, using up a jug of gasoline each time I do it. We reach the border of the redwoods, which I have an abysmal fear of because last time I entered there I was pounced on by a Thylacoleo that dismounted and killed me. So we're just gonna go around the long way. We reach the volcano and soar to the top and find some shiny obsidian. We return home to craft some polymer, but I run out of oil, so I need to make another trip into the deep. Once we have all the resources, we fly off to the red obelisk to finally craft the cryopod. Oh yeah. Day 11, I knock out a level 22 Spino. I accidentally stopped recording while I was tranking it, but it was much less dramatic than the last time I encountered a Spino. He was too preoccupied with killing other creatures that it basically just let me pop shots into it until it was down. I killed a Carno to harvest some prime meat to help the taming, and I basically just sit there for ages until it finally decides it wants to be my friend. I can't even ride it yet because the Spino saddle is level 71, but while I'm waiting, a Caprosuchus clotheslines me off my mount, but my Sarco took care of it and I was able to quickly get back on. Finally, he wakes back up, and we take him back to our Beach Bob shack. All the herbivores are happy to see him. Day 12, I craft a boatload of rafts. Get it? Boatload. Because apparently you get a ton of XP from making them. And just like that, now I can get the Spino saddle. But to craft the Spino saddle, I need silica pearls. Okay, but where do I get pearls from? Enderman? According to the wiki, it says that silica pearls can be found around the snow biome. So we head over to the chilly water and gather up some pearls. We tame up a female tech parasaur. Now she's only level 1, but if we can find her a man, they can make little tech babies that I can farm for electronics. I mean, borrow for their services. How do you harvest honey? Put campfires underneath it? Oh wait, whoa, hold the phone here. Level 60. Can it reach me from up here? Hopefully it can't climb up this. Hi. Please don't go over it. No, don't. Okay, it killed it. Hi. It's running away. Oh, it's coming back. Health is going down. Oh no. It's gonna die. It's down and the Stegosaurus. Bruh, the Stego killed it. How many arrows did we waste? We still have a good many. Okay, so I found a male tech parasaur, and I also got this explorer's note. I guess I'll play it later. It's level 39. Behavior, enable mating. You might want to get out of the way, Larry. Oh, here's an egg. Too cold. Still too cold. Let's gather around the campfire and sing our campfire song. Our CAMP. I increased the dino mating and egg hatching timers so I could speed up the process a little. And there he was, our first baby dinosaur. He was so cute. A real shame I needed scrap metal. I just go over this ledge here. Yeah. And then I assume I'll get more resources if I wait till it grows up, but I don't know if that's how it actually works. Guess I'll just have to do this the old-fashioned way. Here's a level 80 Pteranodon. Nice. So I finally crafted some skizzers. Well, the parasaur's grown up, so that means it's harvesting time. I spot some beavers that I would like to tame for gathering some wood, but there's a Carno in the way, so I engage with my Pteranodon. That was not a brilliant idea. So I engage with my Sarco. Last time I tried to tame beavers, my mount killed them. I'm not going to make the same mistake this time, so I'll set my Sarco to passive. We don't speak about this. Not much happened on day 15, but day 16. Oh, day 16 was the day. Crikey, there she is. The wild Argentavis in her natural habitat. What a beautiful creature. Let's put it in a coma. I spot a level 40 female among the flock, but there's some allosaurs fighting them. I need to go in and clear out the allos before they kill my Argy. And then I accidentally kill some Argies. Fortunately, the level 41 survived. I've always just chased down my tames, but this time I thought I'd try my hand at building a trap. The Argy will swoop in after me through the dino gates. I close the door behind me and she'll get stuck to make for easy pickings. But she just slips through the side because I don't think I put the walls close enough together. So we resort to the classic method. Eventually she was off and I had to trail her. I worried she would fall asleep over the ocean and drown, so I tried to lead her back to shore. Then she flew over this cliffside, which made it difficult to reach on my Sarco. And I thought I lost her for good, but I checked my taming tracker and she was actually knocked out already. Gave her some prime Allosaurus meat, even made a little mortar and pestle station in case I needed more narcotics to keep her down. And there she was, my first Argy. We head back home, make her a saddle, and take a ride. Day 17, I craft the Spino saddle and take him for a spin next. Day 18, I find some more explorer's notes. Actually, a lot of explorer's notes. And the last note about Doedicurus made me want to go out and procure one of my own, and soon all of my stone problems will be gone. Eventually, I would like to tame an Anki, but now it's Doedic time. After a few shots, she started running through the water, but eventually she went down. I didn't have any veggies, so with just berries, this was probably the longest tame I've had so far. By the time she was tamed, it was day 19. We brought her home for a test roll and smashed some rocks. And finally, on day 20, I looked out upon all that I had accomplished and saw that it was good, but also how much was yet to still be done. Until next time.